So this is the fundraising pitch structure you really should follow, as this provides really the best practice, chances to increase your likelihood to obtain funding from VCs. So you start very generally with a not too general, but with a more general mission slide, and then you go deeper and explain really on what the problem is you're addressing. Then you provide the solution you're having as a company, and then you go deeper into your business side of your new startup, and then you're going to focus on the technology as well as the IP. After that, you explain why the timing is now for your product, for your service, and then you're going to dig into the market and analyze the market and the competition within that market. After you have done that, it is really important to focus on the business model, because that explains how you want to dominate that market in the future. And that could be short term or long term. And that usually involves your go-to-market strategy, your revenue streams, your pricing model, as well as, if important to you, an internationalization strategy, including obviously your unit economics, which is especially at later stages extremely important for your startup. Then it is really crucial that you focus on your team. Explain why your team has the skills and that your team can really deliver on this solution you're proposing. And that you can actually show with the next slide, which is the traction of your current and existing business you have already achieved. That could be funding, that could be partnerships, that could be already revenues. That's ideal, obviously, but this is something you should show. After that, you should really showcase your past and your projected financial performance. That is especially important for VCs, especially if you're an AI startup in the ClimateTech space. And then you should really end your presentation with the fundraising ask, with a small outro. And if there are questions, you can really dig into additional slides you have for a backup. So let's see what slides are actually the most important ones. So especially if you're an AI startup at an early stage operating in ClimateTech, your team as well as the market size are the most important slides. So really make sure that you really go deep in that slides and you really explain to the VCs that you have a sound methodology on how you tap into that market and how your team has the skill set to execute on solving the problem you stated at the beginning. So again, market are for seed stage startups as well as Series A stage startups the most important slides in partnership with the team slide. Those two slides are really the ones you should consider really spending some more time on. And if you are like really a software startup in ClimateTech, actually your unit economics already play an important role at a seed stage, but usually it's starting to get important if you are a Series A stage startup. Then you really should have the right unit economics to convince your investors and to explain how you came up with those unit economics, how you achieved them. Maybe the last point for this slide here, don't be too long in your pitch deck. Don't be over 20 slides. Try to be under 20 slides, because especially VCs, they're short on time and they want to use the maybe half an hour or 1 hour they have with you to really ask questions after your presentation. So keep the presentation concise, with a high quality, but let the VC have some time to answer your question. And that also gives you the chance to really dig deeper with your backup slides.